Welcome back to another episode of Down in 216, hosted by your boy Will here, man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today as we get into another interesting video topic? So, very fishy, we're going to say that. Very, very fishy stuff going on right now with the Cleveland Browns. You had Shedeur Sanders not throw a single pass. He was reported out with some type of shoulder soreness. Not to mind you, he's threw the least amount of passes out of all the guys. So, and he's also played at Colorado, taking 10 sacks a game. Even if he had a short shoulder, I don't think he would have set out. So, I'm not going to go there to just say they're lying. But this is the Cleveland Browns. And if we look back to the history of the Cleveland Browns, they do be lying. You know, we had Deshaun Watson. That whole situation was completely, false, mismanaged. And Kenny Pickett just was supposed to be out without, for the foreseeable future. He's back at camp. So I think the Browns do just be lying, y'all. And if we really look at what happened, Dillon Gabriel has now got a large amount of reps, a large amount of opportunity. And the more amount of, opportunities he's getting, the more passes he's throwing, what I said about him is becoming more evident. I told you guys, a 5'11" man cannot play quarterback without superior athleticism, elite talent. He lacks everything across the board. Yes, you can be smart. Yes, you can be, understand and read a defense. That's still not going to be able to overcome some of the God-given natural capabilities you need. He can't see over his defensive lineman. When you got offensive linemen at 6'4", 6'5", 6'5", 6'5", and you're 5'11", you're standing on your tippy toes to look over the line of scrimmage to see down the field. And he's clearly just not seeing a lot of guys. A lot of his interceptions been because, he can't see the other guy on that other side of the ball because he's not able to see that vision line because it's blocked from somebody else blocking. He's stepping up. Now he can't see this side, but he see this and he throw it to them, not really knowing what's about to go down. A lot of people aren't too excited with this quarterback room and seeing what they've done with the ones. Now, Shedeur Sanders has made the most flash plays. He has had the most highlights. But all of his stats has happened against the 2s and the 3s. Now, he did play good against the first-team defense. So it's like, okay, so, he really hasn't even been given the opportunity to. Dillon Gabriel has been given all the opportunity. He had one of the worst practices we've seen, 3 of 14. This video is sponsored by Detrimental Figures, my brand here. As y'all see, some of the quality of my recent work. You get a signature tag on it as well. We make and really emphasize quality over quantity. So, we try to take and make sure we use the best materials to come up with our shirts and the best designs. Make sure y'all following us on Instagram, Detrimental Figures. So y'all can also get the description down below and hit the link for a shirt. Everything I drop is limited edition. So, unfortunately, this shirt is sold out. I don't have any more, but I have different things coming up similar to it. So keep in mind, and I'll keep you guys updated with some of my new stuff throughout these videos coming up. 21% in practice. And I just want to ask everybody a question while we early into this video. If it comes to the point that Dillon Gabriel isn't good, isn't playable, and isn't capable of being a backup, when can we start giving Andrew Berry blame? When can we start holding niggas accountable? Like, excuse my language, I just don't understand it. Like, he continuously throws away third-round picks. We continually wet the bed anytime we select somebody in the third round on offense. Why does that constantly happen? Dillon Gabriel, Anthony Schwartz, Perrion Winfrey, he was a 4th-round pick. You would say that don't count. Whoever, anybody that outside of Cedric Tillman is really his only hope. So you got Andrew Berry throwing away another third-round pick on Dillon Gabriel, who was overdrafted, who was, put into a spotlight he should have never been put into. Now we got to hyperly criticize Dillon Gabriel about everything he can't do right, when he should have just been able to come onto a team where he could have been third or second string quarterback and, been out there to go against the 2s and 3s, look pretty good, but instead you throw him out there against the 1s, and now he's getting exposed for clear things and clear issues that he had coming out. When he had a horrible Senior Bowl, this was one of the reasons why. So, it's pretty evident that this organization is up to something. I'm just not gonna sit up here and just try to make it seem like everything is a conspiracy theory. But Shedeur Sanders is probably not. I don't think he has a sore arm. So if the scenario is that they lied about him and they wanted to give Dillon Gabriel some more reps, what does that mean? I don't think it's a bad thing for Shedeur Sanders, because at the end of the day, I know everybody is, worried about Shedeur, but what I'm trying to make it, known for everybody is that Dillon Gabriel is ass. Like, Dillon Gabriel is not good at football. So the fact that everybody's so concerned about the reps, if the competition is ass, is it anything to really be concerned about? Like, it's really just it's going to really just make Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski look like idiots, because y'all was the only team that wanted to go and overdraft Dillon Gabriel. Now, he's not even competent. So, I don't know, man. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very, very, very interesting. But at the time of the pick, when Dillon Gabriel got drafted, we said, why did they take Dillon Gabriel? Dillon Gabriel, I would have really took Jalen Milrose. It was like some real dudes up there. Dillon Gabriel, that was their pick that they was quiet about, Dillon Gabriel, and now it's blowing up in their face. So, is this going to be another thing that we excuse? Is this going to be another thing that we sweep under the rug? Is this going to be another thing that we blame on ownership? Because every time they fuck up, we blame it on somebody else. So, I just want to understand it. Because the other picks look decent. Mason Graham, he does look good. Carson, Switzinger, they look like guys. They look like they're going to be able to contribute to this team. But when it comes to offensive players and drafting, it's just a lack thereof. So we're going to see what Quinshon Judkins look like, man. I do think it's unacceptable to burn third-round picks consistently every year. I don't think it means a guy got to get hung on the cross. But I do think it's annoying. We drafted Cade York. We drafted Anthony Schwartz. We drafted Dillon Gabriel. Every time this team thinks it's some guy that they just mysteriously like that nobody else like, it blows up in their face. They're incompetent at running the franchise. And hopefully it gets better, but I'm losing faith, dog. Like, we could have seen this before they drafted Dillon Gabriel. So the fact that he's struggling now, it's pretty alarming. We're going to see. I'm assuming that they should be able to eventually make a decision here. Now, my thing is that we are coming up on joint practices. So it could be that they wanted to get Dillon Gabriel out there before they sent him out against the Panthers, and he looked like he was about to die. So it makes sense. And we're going to see what's going to happen. But I don't think that nobody has won this starting quarterback job yet. If you're a Shedeur Sanders fan, I guess it is good if you want him to play early in the season, because it look like he's going to play pretty soon, man. It look like he's going to play pretty soon. Because Joe Flacco is Joe Flacco. Kenny Pickett is Kenny Pickett. Dillon Gabriel isn't about performing him. And I don't think Shedeur Sanders is too far from Joe Flacco right now. So I don't know, y'all. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting. I don't think Joe Flacco is too ahead of Shedeur Sanders right now, talent wise. If you throw him out there, so we're gonna see. Joe Flacco can ball. He's the standard. But Joe Flacco is not gonna play 18 games. So we gonna see 12 in his rookie season. He's not gonna get benched the whole season. He'll start eventually here. Is my prediction, just based off what I'm saying. But yeah, the team, keep in mind, like Dillon Gabriel more. So now when that blows up in her face, I just want it to be a documented write-up for Andrew Berry, at least. Like, he's just getting nothing but slaps on the wrist when we consistently burn third-round picks. So that's all I gotta say about that, man. Hopefully, Dillon Gabriel can maybe look a little bit better so he can get traded. But 3 of 14, 11 of 22, having interceptions, dropped picks. I think he had 1 touchdown. Just not good, man. You can't even out-compete Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. Well, you can't even. I think he's probably better than Kenny Pickett still, but just not good, man. So y'all comment down below how y'all feel about it. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button. What else I was gonna say to y'all? We're gonna see what this situation with Krishan Jenkins turned into. I did hear Dillon Gabriel was looking pretty well at practice, so that is good to see. We got one camp coming up on Monday here. Y'all should be seeing this video on Sunday, the day before. So yeah, we might drop something on Terry McLaurin, probably so. It's probably gonna be the next video y'all see. But it's your boy Will. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.